Hello there, everyone. Welcome to Brew Jackets. It's a fun Blue Jackets themed podcast. My name is Kevin, and joining me tonight is my co-host Hefty Duck, as well as friend of the show, Wyan Wood.
Would.
We have a lot of stuff to talk about in the Blue Jackets world. LeBron James was seen wearing a Blue Jackets jersey. It was cool and kind of unexpected, and we're going to talk about that. The Blue Jackets have played 3 games since our last show, and unfortunately, they have lost all 3. But there were still some good moments in those games, and we're going to talk about that. Adam Fantilli is fun, and we're going to share why we think he's fun. And then we also have some recent news that's come out involving Sean Monahan and Eric Branson. We're going to talk about that as well. And Ohio State hockey is good, and we're going to tell you why. All that and more on today's show. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Oh yeah, welcome in. Just getting our little tweets out here real quick yet. Yeah, what a week. It's been rough. In the Blue Jackets world here. You know, a few weeks ago, well, not a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, I was like, they'd never been shut out at home. And last week I was like, damn, they got shut out twice at home. Now this week I got to be like, damn, they got shut out 3 times at home. Like, that's, they're just going through a slump. It is what it is, especially when you got guys like going on IR, returning from IR. There's some guys who haven't played much this season. Maybe they're still getting up to speed a little bit. Maybe, the chemistry between other guys has just been a little whatever. In any case, it's a slump. I think we can call it that. It's a rough time to be in a slump too, because right now, as it stands, the Columbus Blue Jackets sit in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th in the Metro. At one point, I believe they're sitting at like 3rd. Right now, they got 71 points. Their upcoming game against the Islanders this Monday. The Islanders, they need to win. They got 73 points, and the Rangers are 74. So it's a tight race for the wild card yet. They're still in it. They're as Kevin put it so well earlier. They're in it until they're not. They
No.
they're not out yet by any means, and they've done so well too. You can't count them out at all by any means. But
No.
yeah, it's getting kind of rough. So give me a rough like feeling. How'd you feel this week, man? I mean, they had some good games. They played a great game against Florida. They had 46 shots and like double the shots of New Jersey. And then even that last game, yeah, it was. I don't know about the last game. Never mind. But yeah, what do you think?
It just comes down to this. When you look back at the last 3 games, it just comes down to this. Hello there, Rinketic. So, hello there, Rinketic.
What's up, Rinketic?
When you look back at the last 3 games that the Blue Jackets have played, it comes down to this. Well, two of the 3 games, I'd say this. You had chances to put it away and you didn't put it away, and then the other team had a chance to put it away and they did, and that's unfortunately why you lose. The game against the Devils, you lose that game because you had ridiculously amount of shots on goal. You only get 1, and that was Matthew Olivier, and you give up 2 in the second, and the second one happens because it was a brain fart by Jet Greaves. He goes behind the net, tries to play the puck. He misses, and then puck bounces right in front of the net. The Devils score, and that's the difference in the game right there, basically, because of a very unfortunate mistake where you have a brain fart, and that's it. You had so many chances to score, but you could only get 1. And that's why you lose. You did everything from an offensive standpoint. You did everything that you could have done to try your best and win that game. and you only got one and you really couldn't get it done because you couldn't put it away. That's the unfortunate reality of that game against the Devils. Because if you don't have that second period where you give up the 2 goals, you're up 1-0 and you're probably winning that game. But because you gave up the 2 goals in the second period, that's unfortunately why you lose. So you had many chances to put it away. You only got 1. The Devils had chances to put it away. They got 2. That's why they win. That's the unfortunate reality of that game. And in the event that the Blue Jackets don't make the playoffs, I hope they do, but if they don't, that's going to be a game that you're going to look back on and be like, damn, like we should have had that one there. You know, I want them to make the playoffs, but if they don't, I want it to be because, at least they tried. They played a pretty good game there, and not because you unfortunately had chances to put it away and you couldn't do it, and then you let the game slip away to the other team.
Yeah, that's a rough way to go because at least like they fought for a lot of these.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Last week I was harping on 'em about the shots taken, and then they came out hot against Jersey, and they were able to kind of fix that up. So obviously, if it's something that we see, it's definitely something that they see and that they are for sure addressing. But still, at the same time, it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
Like
And
we have some of the best goal scorers in the NHL right now.
yep.
There's 5 guys who have 20 goals or more on the Blue Jackets right now. One of the
Yep.
highest scoring teams at home, and they get shut out 3 times within 2 weeks, within like 4 games or 5
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
That's
No. And the game against the Florida Panthers, it's a similar thing against the Devils. The difference is you don't score there. And again, you have so many chances to just score, put it away, and you don't do it. And you think you have one there with the Boone Jenner goal, but it gets kicked in. That wasn't on purpose. Boone Jenner didn't do it on purpose, but it's just, puck bounces off the skate and it gets kicked in and it happens. And unfortunately, that's not the goal gets called back. And then Kirill Marchenko again. I'm not ripping on you for this. I see what you're trying to do here. It's late, less than a minute to go. The puck is in the Blue Jackets defensive zone. He tries getting it out, but in the process of trying to get it out, the puck bounces off his stick and it goes into the crowd, and they get called for delay of game, and it goes to overtime, and the Panthers score, and that's the end of that. And it's basically the Devils game minus scoring a goal, which is you had so many chances to put it away, to score, and then you don't. And then the Panthers have one chance to score. They put it away and they win. And that's really the difference there in that game is, unfortunately, you have chances to put it away. You don't. The other team has a chance to put it away. They do. And they win. And what's frustrating about this is that we can watch the games and we can see it. We can see them. They're playing good. They're putting good effort into it. They're getting chances to score. And that kind of effort, you want them to be rewarded. You want them to put all that hard work into it and play good and score so that they can see it. You don't want that. This happens in life, not just in hockey, but like where you work hard and you put a lot of hard effort into something, and yet you don't get what you want out of it. You don't get the results that you want, and that can discourage people. It can bring people down. That's something that I don't want to see from the Blue Jackets. I don't want them to put all this effort into it, play good, and then don't get the results, because that can bring people down. I'm not saying it's going to happen, because I do believe Dean Evison has done a good job of just keeping the guys motivated and keep them going. We got good leadership with Zach Werenski and Boone Jenner and Matthew Olivier and so much more. But like when you do it again and again and again, that has to be so frustrating, and you hope it just doesn't bring them down. You had so many chances to put it away, and unfortunately you couldn't do it. And the Panthers get one chance in overtime, and it's in the back of the net, and that's why you lose, unfortunately.
A power play goal.
Yep.
Yes, it was OT, but dude, that power play has been rough on the Blue Jackets. Or I'm sorry, their penalty kill.
Yeah.
Has been rough. And it didn't fare much better for them against Pittsburgh, though.
No. Well,
the only game of the night, was it nationally televised?
Yeah. So
I had listened to the radio because I was at work, but
yeah, okay, because I don't live in I live in Illinois. That's not the Blue Jackets TV market. So like 99% of the time I can just pull out my computer and watch the hockey package on ESPN and just ESPN Plus and just watch the Blue Jackets. And then this is actually happening there. This, for whatever reason, I don't get this, but if it's on NHL Network, I guess you can't use it, which years ago was not a thing. When the NHL had it on their own website and you paid them money to do it, it didn't matter if it was on NHL Network. You could still watch it. And now, for whatever reason, ESPN Plus has this, in my opinion, a weird thing that if it's on NHL Network, you can't use it there. I disagree with that. I think that's stupid, because that happened to me back this past November. I was down in Florida, and the Blue Jackets were playing Pittsburgh that day. And I pull up my computer to watch it, and it was on NHL Network, and I couldn't watch it. And the hotel room that I was in down in Florida didn't have NHL Network, and I couldn't watch it. Like, well, this is stupid. This time, though, I was able to watch it because, I watched it on TV because, we had, we watched it on, the Blue Jackets channel, which I don't quite get. Like, I couldn't watch it on my computer, but I guess I can watch it on my TV. I guess, fine. That's like weird.
I don't get it either.
Like, that's weird to me, but okay. I'm still happy that I was able to, watch the game and everything. But from this perspective, this is it was one of the better offensive games that the Blue Jackets have had in more recent games. You score 3 goals, which is good. It's just the issue is your defense let you down. You gave up 6, and it's just like little dumb mistakes, like turnovers and just not getting it out. This happened multiple times where they got scored on because it was just a bad turnover, or they just couldn't get it out. Because you have the puck, everyone starts leaving the defensive zone. They start to go play offense. And when you turn over the puck or you don't get it out, you're putting yourself in a bad position because everyone's basically left the zone. And now there's all this wide open space and that's available. And now teams you got to quickly skate back to try and cover that. And most of the time it doesn't work out because you're already out of the defensive zone. And that's what happens. You don't get it out. And then it goes right back. And then they score shortly after that because no one's there to basically play D. No defense. It just no. So it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, so you get 3 goals. That's good. The offense showed up, but then unfortunately your defense let you down and just some dumb mistakes, dumb turnovers. You don't get it out. And unfortunately, that's why you lose. Again, every game is important. You want to win as many as possible, but these division opponent games are much more important. They can be a big difference on why you get in or not.
Yeah.
So you don't want to. So like when you have these chances to against your division opponents would be New Jersey or Pittsburgh or New York, or it'd be Rangers, Islanders, whatever. You got to put those games away because those are big 4-point swings if you don't get it. So, unfortunately for the Blue Jackets, there were some, you lose those games because just a little lapse of judgment here and there. That's why you do. You have some good moments there, but unfortunately, you lose because a little here, a little there. You weren't exactly playing good at this moment at this game, and you lose, unfortunately.
Yeah, and you mentioned division opponents too. Like the Penguins are a little further back than the Blue Jackets, but they're only behind the Blue Jackets in points by 3 points. Yeah, they're back from like the being out of the wild card by like 6 points, 7 points. But those hurt. Those hurt a lot. That's just taking points away from them. I mean, they only got 1 point this whole week, but with that tie against Florida, I mean, I wish I had a little bit more like positive stuff to say. It's not going super well right now.
And the thing is like 6 or 7 points. That's not that big of a jump. You're not completely out of it because you can win a couple games and then you're right back in it. So it's like when you're fighting with these teams for a playoff spot, when you have a chance to beat them, you beat them. Take those points away from them so that they don't have that chance. Make it harder on them. I remember back in the 2018-2019 season, it's towards the end of the season. The Blue Jackets are fighting with the Canadiens and other teams for that final playoff spot. It was late March, and the Blue Jackets are playing the Canadiens in Columbus. And whoever won that game, their shot of making the playoffs jumped up big time to 70%. Whoever lost that game, their odds of making the playoffs went down to 30%. The Blue Jackets ended up winning that game 6-2 and had their playoff odds going up to 70%. They eventually get in because they went on a 7-1 heater there to get in. But that example that I just said there, that really made a big difference in why the Canadiens didn't get in that year. Because when you have a game that says, hey, if you win this, your odds of getting in jump up to 70%, that's huge. It's a similar thing with all these division opponents. If you gotta, when you have a chance to put them away, you gotta put them away. And unfortunately for the Blue Jackets right now, they're just not doing that.
Yeah. Well, and it was good to see Merzlikins back in goal though too. So I don't know. We talked about this a little bit last week. I'm trying to shift this to some good news right now because this is just a downer. So last week we were like trying to figure out why Merzlikins he was like healthy scratched one night. They emergency recalled Jack Reeves, who did his best. He did a quality job. But Elvis Merzlikins had his wife birth a new baby boy. His boy's name is Jackson John Merzlikins. So as with his first child, their middle name being Matisse, John is the middle name for Jackson after Johnny Gaudreau. So that's a pretty neat way to honor him there. And they can always call him JJ now too. JJ Merzlikins or something like that. But congrats to the Merzlikins family for their second child.
Yeah.
That's a cool fact I didn't know.
Right on. Yeah, that's why he was scratched out the other day. And yeah, like I said, it's been a downer, so it's something to at least uplift the spirits a little bit, huh? Shit. So, well, we had some other cool stuff happen. Unless you want to keep talking about some games, we can. I don't mind. I just wanted to break the bad boy.
Hello there, Ring Caddick. Oh, Stinger background. I like that. I like that. I like that.
That's awesome.
No, so before we get going here, I want to ask, of course, as we've done many times on the show, Wyan, little fun inside joke. Tell us about Ohio State legend Mason Lorai.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah. Ohio State legend Mason Lorai. I mean, his development might be slow, but it's steady. He's developing into a legitimate top four offensive defenseman. I mean, he leads all Bruins defensemen in points this season. And part of that might be due to the fact that Charlie McAvoy and Hampus Lindholm have not played since like at least the Four Nations. I mean, Hampus hasn't played since November, but yeah, to see Mason Lorai break out offensively, I mean, he's just such a fun player to watch in the offensive zone. He can do so many things with the puck. It's unreal at his size, especially.
Mm-hmm. That is great to hear. Ohio State legend Mason Lorai is doing pretty good for your Boston Bruins. That's sort of people don't like it when I say this, but I don't even mean this in a disrespectful way, but the truth is, when you look at what Ohio State hockey has done in terms of producing talent, it's just not there. It's just not there. Where's the Zach Werenski? Where's the Kent Johnson? Where's the Johnny Gaudreau? Where's the Jack Eichel? Where's the Adam Fantilli type of talent? It just doesn't happen at Ohio State, hockey. If this was football, it's a different story because Ohio State is just ridiculously good at football and it's fun to watch. And it's just like all the guys that they've produced to the NFL is just like amazing. It's like, whoa, that guy played at Ohio State. That guy played at Ohio State. That guy played at Ohio State. Oh, that's so cool. We just don't see that to that level with Ohio State hockey. And which is why, in my opinion, it's great to see a guy like a Mason Lorai do good, because then that looks good on Ohio State. And my ultimate goal and dream for Ohio State hockey is, actually be good at hockey on a consistent basis and produce elite talent. I want to see Ohio State hockey produce a Zach Werenski or a Kent Johnson or a Adam Fantilli or a Johnny Gaudreau type of a talent. I think that would be so cool if they did that. They don't do that right now. Maybe they can someday, but as of right now, they don't. But I just think it'd be cool if Ohio State hockey had that level of just development and just awesome hockey talent that they sent to the NHL. That's just so it's great to see a guy like Mason Lorai do good.
Absolutely, we love the joke, but in all seriousness, it's cool. It's cool because there's there are some other Ohio State players in the NHL, but the most notable in recent years has been Mason Lorai. He's been the prodigy out of Ohio State, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Maybe he will be your next Zach Werenski Bruins.
So
shit.
the Robo Buck, see, and this is what I'm getting at here, is that a lot of the Ohio State hockey players are in the minors and AHL and ECHL, and it's like, good on ya for making a career out of that. Most people will never be able to do that because they're not that good. But when most of your players are basically just minor league guys, in my opinion, when you compare it to other schools, it's like that. This is not. It's not good. It's just like we need Ohio State. In my opinion, need Ohio State to be better. Getting more top-notch guys in the NHL and not just minor league guys. That would be better. Just my opinion out there. Be good. Like, it'd be cool if like Ohio State men's hockey was like Ohio State women's hockey and just be consistently good year in, year out and just going to Frozen Fours and winning national championships. Ohio State women's hockey is playing in a national championship game again today against Wisconsin, which is a rematch of last year's national championship game where Ohio State won. So that's just besides the point. But hey, Ohio State hockey was in the men's hockey was in the Big Ten championship game last night. They didn't get it. They lost to Michigan State, but they're ranked top 10 this season, and they should be able to punch a ticket to the NCAA tournament, and let's see how far they can go. Maybe they can be like the 2018 team and make it to the Frozen Four. We'll just see how that goes. But Ohio State hockey has been good this year, especially the women, who are just going on a heater and being consistently good, and Frozen Four appearances and national championships and just so much more. Just great to see. So there's your, I guess, what you'd call your Ohio State portion of the show.
Yeah, we love all hockey, especially any hockey in Columbus. Just because we dog on them doesn't mean because we don't love them.
That's right.
It's just I wish there was more. That's all.
Yes, more. Be better. We want better.
More.
Next on the show, we're gonna show off. Recently, some news came out that LeBron James was in a Blue Jackets jersey recently, and we're going to show that off. So here it is.
Just LeBron James, not like the world's most famous athlete or anything. Repping his home state. Love to see it. Never forgets where he came from. Love to see it, man. Ohio sports, supporting Ohio sports. I mean, yeah, obviously he's a Laker now, but still, he's always be from that AK Ron.
And
That's what we called it when I went to school there. Anyway,
it was
Go
kind
Zips.
of it was Akron Zips a lot. Yeah, go Zips. This happened late at night Wednesday night when this came out all over Twitter, and I saw this and I'm like, LeBron James is wearing a Blue Jackets jersey. Like,
I'm so shocked.
Yes, it's shocking in a good way, but it's like I didn't even know that he was that big of a hockey fan.
Well, his ownership group that he's part of, the sports people, they own part of the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's been seen in a Penguins jersey before.
So I knew he was part owner of the Penguins, but even then, like, I didn't think he was that big of a hockey fan. And to my knowledge, he's never really been public about showing support for hockey, whether it be just, I don't know, talking to a media or social media or whatnot. But when you see something like this, it is pretty cool. And I honestly, and the more I keep thinking about it, it's like, well, he is from Ohio, and I wouldn't put it past him if he actually did like the Blue Jackets. And interesting enough, the Blue Jackets, the moment that this happened, they put a video out there all over social media, which was showing a video from 2003 with LeBron James and another person wearing Blue Jackets jerseys. And then they did it below that. It was him wearing the current Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey. So I'm going to show this video here.
Sick jersey, by the way, too. It's awesome he chose that jersey to wear too. I mean, it would have been cool in just any other jersey. Third jersey would have been sick, but especially because it was such a huge game,
Right. So on the top, this is from a video, I guess, when the Blue Jackets revealed their third jersey, that the reverse retro, the second one, the good one, not the red one, but the good one, was based off of. So that jersey was basically black with blue shoulders, and originally that jersey was blue with black shoulders. And this is from that video where the Blue Jackets had LeBron James, and I don't know who the other person is, but he was wearing that as well. And then on the bottom, you have LeBron James wearing the current Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey. So here it is.
Darius Miles with LeBron James with Cleveland, and we're tied and true.
Yeah. What a throwback, dude. Good find. That's sick.
Darius Miles with LeBron James with Cleveland Cavaliers, and we're tied and true.
2003. Jeez, man. Wyan, real
I was
quick
two.
question. Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Yeah, you were even born yet.
You were too.
Oh shit,
But-
dude.
But look at that. So there's LeBron James in October of 2003 wearing a Blue Jackets jersey with another person from the Cavs, and then there he is down there in March of 2025 wearing the Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey. So that's cool. So
Real quick, I want to get just because I'd like to get Rinketek's opinion on this because
Yeah.
and you're not American, you live outside the country, so I don't know, like, what do you think this means to hockey for, like, I mean, just other sports and everything like that, or what do you think about this? Oh, are you frozen?
Rinketek.
We'll give you a second here. You might be
Okay.
frozen. Oh, there you are. What's up?
Sorry, what was the question?
Oh, I was just wondering what you thought about this LeBron James wearing the Blue Jackets uniform at a game, because we all. I mean, it's to me. I think it's pretty huge for the Blue Jackets in a weird way.
Yeah, like I think it gave the Blue Jackets like good like how to say, like traction.
Yeah,
Like,
publicity.
yeah, that kind of thing. Like because I feel like because he picked one of the cool ones also.
Yes.
Because if he like, I'm kind of hop-brained right now, but I think like in general, if he pick like a shit one, then people will not don't really care. But now because he picked a good one, people might search it up, and then you might find people who ain't like a hockey fan. They might maybe do their research on the Blue Jackets because of LeBron James.
Right.
That would be sick.
And the only thing would be that he need to maybe go to a game as well.
Well,
that would be awesome.
Yeah. Wyan, let's get you in here. Your thoughts on LeBron James wearing a Blue Jackets jersey?
Well, I mean, it's pretty cool to see him wearing one even back then. Like, he didn't just hop on the bandwagon recently.
Right.
Like, he was wearing it in 2003 when they were like a 3-year-old franchise, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was technically there from the beginning, so I can't really fault him for that one.
Right. And Rinketek is onto something here, which I agree with, is that this is good recognition, good publicity for the Blue Jackets. When you have a guy like a LeBron James wearing a Blue Jackets jersey, that's going to get more attention for the Blue Jackets, and more people learned about the Blue Jackets. More people are going to be looking into the Blue Jackets. Oh, especially if you don't like hockey or you don't pay attention to hockey. You're like, oh, Blue Jackets. What's that? Oh, it's a hockey team in Ohio. Oh, Columbus. Cool. And
Yeah.
there is a lot of momentum I've seen involving the Blue Jackets and their outdoor game jersey that they wore, that it's really become a real popular jersey. I've been watching a lot of videos from different hockey jersey collectors on YouTube recently. And something I've noticed is that they talk about a bunch of different hockey jerseys and stuff like that. But then a big jersey that keeps popping up is the Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey. People really do like this. This is a popular jersey, not just among Blue Jackets fans, but it's also a popular jersey among just the hockey world in general. Even if you don't like the Blue Jackets, you probably have seen this jersey, and most likely you probably like it. The hockey guy, he did a video on when he got his outdoor game jerseys, both Detroit and the Blue Jackets. And, he liked both, but when you watch the video, he cannot just stop saying just nice things about the Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey. He really liked it, especially the cannon part. The cannon on the Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey is something that people all across the hockey world, regardless if you like the Blue Jackets or not, like the cannon on the Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey. It really stands out. People also like the shoulder patch. People also like the real sparkly silver chevrons on the jersey. That's also another feature that the people like about this jersey. And there has been, among Blue Jackets fans, there's been this push to say, hey, the Blue Jackets should wear this jersey for a game like other teams have done. Like you play in an outdoor game jersey, and for like a game or two, you wear that for another home game. And I know that the Blackhawks have done it this season, and the Blues have done it for their outdoor game. Detroit's won their outdoor game jerseys multiple times this season. I personally would like to see the Blue Jackets do it, wear their outdoor game jersey at a Blue Jackets home game. But here's the issue with that, though. The Blue Jackets are auctioning off their jerseys and helmets and pants and anything else that has to do with that jersey. So that basically puts a stop to it right there, because you can't wear the jersey if you don't have the helmet or the jersey or the pants or whatever. You just can't. So unfortunately, that's not going to happen as much as I would like to see it. But what I've seen from watching all these videos from different hockey jersey collectors, that this is a very popular jersey with Blue Jackets fans. And it is a belief among many in the hockey world that people think that the Blue Jackets should make their outdoor game jersey as their new home jersey, which I would be okay with that if they did that. So it's cool to see LeBron James wearing the Blue Jackets jersey. You know, he is from Ohio, so again, I wouldn't put it past him if he actually did like the Blue Jackets. And it's cool to see LeBron James wear a Blue Jackets jersey.
Yeah, it's so huge. I love seeing it. I love seeing other Ohio sports, sporting Ohio sports. I love seeing, like, like when Adam Fantilli threw out the first pitch at a Guardians game. Reds game. Yeah,
Reds
and
game.
Cole Sillinger threw out at the Guardians. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, just love to see it. Speaking of Cole Sillinger, though, I just want to report something. Just
2
quick.
seconds.
Yeah.
What's up?
Didn't like the Columbus Crew guys also go to the CBJ game or something?
Yeah,
in
I think
October
Yep.
or something.
I think
Yep.
they both went to a game, like, of each other's. Because I remember Corrali, I think, did the siren there, or did their?
Yes.
I don't really know much about the Crew.
No, it has happened before where you have Blue Jackets players that have gone to Crew games before, and you've seen Crew players go to Blue Jackets games, and like, the Crew mascot's been there and everything. So like, it has happened. It has absolutely happened where you've had Crew players at Blue Jackets games and Blue Jackets players at, Crew games. It's absolutely happened. One last thing here is that, what do you know? The day after LeBron James wears a Blue Jackets jersey, here's Adam Fantilli wearing a Lakers LeBron James jersey.
That's sick. I'll love to see it. I don't think it made quite the same splash, but it was still really cool to see. Just which is funny because I'm pretty sure LeBron had his own number on the jersey,
He did,
which
but
is cool. But
yeah, what I
if I
this
played
is
sports,
just,
I'd do it too.
it's just probably the Blue Jackets way of just saying, hey, we see you, thank you for the support, now we're going to support you back.
Yeah, that's funny.
So that's cool. All right, anyways, Cole Sillinger, Hefty Duck, what you got?
Yeah, okay. So no, I'm glad you shared that before I said this. So it isn't exactly about Cole Sillinger. It just reminded me because he is injured. So there are several injuries out on the Blue Jackets right this moment. But as of 4 hours ago, Mark Scheig from the Hockey writers, he reported that Dean Evison on Sean Monahan and Eric Goodbranson both are ready to go, no restrictions. So tomorrow night, Monday night, they're going to be playing against the Islanders. What do you think this means for the Blue Jackets? And just, I don't know, the game also.
Well, they're getting Sean Monahan and Erica Branson's definitely going to help big time. I mean, defensively, both are good defensively, but Erica Branson, the Blue Jackets have missed him. Hey, he's been so good defensively for the Blue Jackets. A dude that's 6'5", 220. It's another guy back there for toughness, physicality, and like having another Matthew Olivier out there. It's like, hey, you ain't going to screw with the dude who's 6'5", 220. You're just not. Don't try and take a cheap shot at someone because Eric Branson or Matthew Olivier is going to be like, we're not doing that. And they put a stop to that. And also why this helps is, I've been liking watching Den Matejchuk play. He's been good for the Blue Jackets this season. But you can see that he's just not as good because he's kind of starting to hit a wall because, teams are starting to figure him out and it's just not as good. And
Team struggled that last game a bit.
And, when you have Gabranson, that means that, you know what? You can take some of that off of Matejchuk's plate and you can give some of that to Gabranson. And just say, hey, you know what? That's okay. We'll give you a different matchup so that maybe lesser minutes, lower in the lineup, so you don't have to play some of the better players that, that it's just not doing as well.
Match him up with someone as opposed to having to keep him out there against someone who maybe he's not equipped to match up against as much.
Right, right. That is absolutely true.
Be more tactful.
You can be more tactful, more strategic to how you play defense so that you don't feel like that you have to throw him out there. It's like, hey, we don't have to do that if he's not ready for it. We can put someone else out there. So that's what having an Erica Branson is definitely going to help out with that. And Sean Monahan, the Blue Jackets do miss you, man. They do. And as good as Adam Fantilli has been for the Blue Jackets ever since Sean Monahan has been out, and Adam Fantilli has been awesome. He's really stepped it up with that first line center spot. He really has. But as good as he's been, having Sean Monahan just makes it that much easier because, again, it's just like what we said about Den Matejchuk is, at there are times that, you can see that it's kind of a struggle. When you have Sean Monahan, you can put him back up on the first line, put Fantilli back on the second line, and give Fantilli lesser competition so that you don't have to throw him in tougher spots.
Yeah.
Unless you don't have to. And then Fantilli can play second line, so it's lesser competition. He's going to have better matchups to go against, and it's just going to do better.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work out with Monahan, at least you know that you can count on Fantilli to put him up in the one first line center spot if you need to do that. But another reason why it's good to have Sean Monahan back, because that first line that he was on with Voronkov and Kirill Marchenko was just so good for the Blue Jackets. One of the best lines all season, not just for the Blue Jackets, but just in hockey, just ridiculously good. So to have that line back is just going to be awesome. And having Sean Monahan back with the power play is going to help big time. Penalty killing, face-offs, so that they just don't have to throw Boone Jenner or Sean Corelli out there all the time. They have another option. Penalty killing, defense, offense, power play. It's just so helpful to have guys like that back.
Well, and hopefully, Monahan was on a heater before he was taken out of commission, and he was, if not for having been injured, he'd probably be the points leader on the team right now, and he'd also have over 20 goals. And so hopefully this is what they need to kind of get him out of the slump. But Rinketic, what do you think about this? You excited to see him back?
Yep. I feel like in general, like I felt like he has been a big miss. And when he first came, I was so surprised because I actually thought he was going to a contender or we're going to stay at Jets or something like that.
Yeah.
But in worst case scenario, going to like a Montreal because he already knows his team and he went to the finals with them.
Right. Yeah.
And then when we got him, I was surprised, and I thought, okay, that's a good second line center. We still need a first because I don't think Adam Fantilli is that yet. And but I think he kind of changed my mind because I felt like when Adam hasn't been good, you could kind of play Sean as the first C.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying like it's a long-term solution, but for right now, I think it's better than Boone Jenner as your first C.
Right.
Right. We talked about that before the season too. It's no shade at all to Boone, but we always felt like he was maybe more of like the second line, kind of third
second
line
line
kind of
or
guy.
a winger or something like that.
Yeah.
Because you still need his physicality, but his points tally was not that good enough.
Right. For
That's
just being the top guy. Yeah. Like for just being for not just being, but for being a winger or being something else, yeah. Like on a different line, his points would be great. But yeah, not, you don't always want him as your top guy, even though he's a top quality player. He did amazing last
Yeah.
year too. But yeah, I definitely like what you're saying there too.
Yeah, so to be honest, I think like it's a good solution for like a stopgap for Adam Fantilli to develop a bit more until like
He's ready.
Sean like goes and then Sean goes to second or third or get traded or whatever.
Right. Also, having a guy like a Sean Monahan has just been so helpful from just because guys like an Adam Fantilli or a Kirill Marchenko or just or Kent Johnson or just some of our young up and coming guys, they get to see what it's like every day to prepare for practice, NHL, from a guy like a Sean Monahan who's been here, done that, veteran who's been doing that for years. Adam Fantilli's even said this, that he's even looked at Sean Monahan as a little inspiration on how to play and how to act and how to carry himself. And that I have no doubt that has absolutely helped out Adam Fantilli and played a big role in his development and why the way that he is right now.
Yeah.
And also, I can't think at top of my head. The only one who has been to like a final is Eric Johnson, right? And not Eric Johnson, anyway. But Jack Johnson. Thank you, Jack and Sean Monahan. So they knows what it takes to be in the playoffs, that kind of thing.
Right.
And like they've been there, they've done that. While like this is no disrespect to like Sean Crowley, for example, or what's his name, Damon Severson. Like they've been to playoffs, but they never been there really.
Yeah.
They never been in like a top team. Like
right.
they know how to teach the younger guys how to become like a pro player, but they don't know how to go to like the final and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, almost. I mean, in a way, same thing could be said about Everson. He can get there. He can always get there. But it's once again, no shade to throw at him. He's been doing a fantastic job with the team this year. But yeah, the Minnesota Wild were kind of notorious for getting there and then just kind of falling off. Then, and hopefully, with all the rest of the people around him and with Don Waddell there to back him up too, like hopefully there is a way they can find to kind of remedy that.
Right. So But at this point, you take that. You take just getting there and then just see how far you can go. And then you build off of that.
Right.
And then once you do that, then it's like, okay, we've done that. Now let's get going and let's just see how far we can go and push it and see if we can, make a trip to the second round, the conference finals, maybe the Stanley Cup, maybe you win it.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here just because they were doing so damn good. How could you not, like, I mean, expectations were here, and now the way they've been playing, they're a little higher now. They're good. So,
Look, we've said this before on the show before, but the Blue Jackets weren't even supposed to be this good. They weren't even supposed to be where they currently are right now. Don Waddell, I'm paraphrasing it, but Don Waddell has basically kind of said this, that his expectation was basically he thought going into this season that you'd be getting another top 10 pick and you'd probably be trading someone at the trade deadline and maybe getting the prospect and a draft pick and a whole bunch of other stuff. That has not happened, in part because they played better than expected. And I do think that they are extra motivated, in part because of Johnny Gaudreau. They want to do this for Johnny Gaudreau. There's a little extra rah, 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 let's go, let's do it for Johnny Gaudreau sort of thing. I really do believe that. When the season started and they started to play better and they built on it, and I thought to myself, are they doing this in part because of Johnny Gaudreau? Are they using this in motivation? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe not. But now, where they currently are, the answer to that question is yes. I just don't see how you can say no to that. They're really doing this in part because of him and for their love of him and support of him. And it's really great to see. And this is evident when you watch the Blue Jackets' most recent Behind the Battle that they did about the Blue Jackets outdoor game. Of course, they have his jersey in the locker room there with him. And, you should watch it. It's a good one. But in that Behind the Battle, you see a little pregame speech that Dean Evison gave before the game. And I'm paraphrasing it, but basically Dean Evison is like, we got to stick to our game. We got to play good. And he looks at Boone Jenner and says, hey, do you think Johnny Gaudreau would like to be here? And Boone Jenner's like, yeah. And then Dean Evison's like, well, we talked to the coaches and we're made a change. Yeah, he would like to be here, but he is here. And he's with us. And just seeing all season long and just seeing that Behind the Battle really made me believe that they are really doing this in part for Johnny Gaudreau, that they're using this as good motivation to show support for Johnny Gaudreau and like, let's go, rah, 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 we're winning this for Johnny Gaudreau sort of thing. And it's just great to see. So you should really check out the Blue Jackets Behind the Battle that they recently did on YouTube. It's just really awesome.
yeah, no, it's really cool. I love it.
I'm not going to play it because, copyright reasons, but I'm going to put it up on the screen so that you can see it and then you can check it out yourself whenever you want to check it out. So here it is right here. Again, not going to play it because copyright reasons, but there it is. If you want to check it out, there it is. Go to the Blue Jackets YouTube page and check it out. Check out behind the battle that the Blue Jackets did at their outdoor game because it was really cool. And you see a lot of fun behind the scenes stuff that's just awesome involving the Blue Jackets outdoor game. So Rinketic, Hefty Duck, have you seen the Blue Jackets out the behind the battle here yet?
I didn't realize I was muted. Sorry. That is really cool.
No,
I
no,
have
I
only got to see
sorry,
part of it. Sorry.
sorry. I nodded my head because I saw it actually the minute they released it. Well,
So,
it is the outdoor game, right?
right.
Yeah, I saw that one when they released it, minute one. It's
Yeah.
like kind of the only one I watched this year, actually, because I've been very busy.
Yeah. But it's really good though.
Yeah, I was so busy.
Hefty Ducky, you seen this yet?
I have not, unfortunately. I've been so busy with work, man. I totally forgot about it.
But,
I'll definitely have to work that into my schedule though soon. I love the behind the battles. I've watched all of them every year. I
Yep.
just, things get kind of hectic.
Yep. It's just awesome. It really is. So recently, inadvertently, posted something on the show's Twitter page, and it went on a heater here, and it got good reviews. Not on purpose, but it did, which is this. We'll back this up here. So the day of the Blue Jackets outdoor game, Nasher posts Columbus is, and the word is in capital letters, a hockey city. Good traction here. 86 retweets and 1.2 likes, 39,000 views. And then we get this goofball here who, in my opinion, not a very smart thing to say here, but said, I wish they, as in the Blue Jackets, would rebrand themselves. Blue Jackets is dumb. The logo is dumb. The colors are dumb. And I saw that and I responded to that tweet. And I said, Blue Jackets is an original name. The Blue Jackets are named after the Union soldiers that fought in the Civil War to end slavery. America doesn't win the Civil War without Ohio. Ohio top 3 in sending most soldiers to fight in the Civil War. 2 of the greatest generals in American history, Ulysses S. Grant and William Tecumseh Sherman, are from Ohio. Most clothing made for the Union Army was made in Ohio, celebrating the Union soldiers that the Blue Jackets are named after, and Ohio's contributions to the Civil War is a good thing. Blue Jackets is a more original name for a sports team than your stereotypical Bears, Lions, Tigers, etc. The Blue Jackets Civil War theme helps the Blue Jackets stand out. The cannon crew, cannon shoulder patch, Kepi shoulder patch, etc. This particular tweet got 39 retweets, 628 likes, 35 responses, 28 bookmarks, and over 49,000 views. I did not think this tweet would do this well. I just kind of threw it out there, but it did do that well. And thank you, everyone, for the support. This did better than expected. So thank you.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you, man, but I do gotta get heading out. So I just wanna shout out everyone. Thank you, Raketic. Thank you, Wine, for being here. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And
before you get
Yeah.
out of here, your thoughts on this tweet here and how
I
well
thought that
it
was
did.
great when I saw it. That person got ratioed so hard. They got like 2 or 3 likes on their post. So, I love to see it. Keep the sass up, Kevin.
Yeah, we will definitely keep up the sass.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! All right, so
So we'll definitely keep the show going here. Hefty Duck's got to get out of here. So thanks
yeah.
for joining us, and we'll
I'll
keep
catch you
going.
later, fellas. Have a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Wyan, your thoughts on this tweet here?
A+ tweet. Good stuff. You love to see it. You know, you gotta love owning dumb Twitter, like keyboard warriors. I think everything's dumb.
Yeah. The dude likes Nebraska, and I don't mean this in a disrespectfully towards Nebraska, but your name is the Huskers. You want to rip on the Blue Jackets for being the Blue Jackets, and you're named after the corn? Like, really? Come on,
Yeah.
come on. Anything else to say here, Wyan?
No, I mean, I think you said everything that needed to be said in that tweet. I mean,
Yeah. Rinketic, any thoughts on this this tweet here?
I saw it when you sent it to us in the Discord, I think.
Yeah.
And I thought it was pretty sick, and then I read it again with Bjorky. So it was quite funny, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I learned a bit from it because, as you all know, I'm not from the States, so...
Yeah. We got our good Swedish friend of the show, good Swedish guy, Rinketic, on the show live from Sweden. So that's cool. All right. So next up, thought this was cool. This is a picture right after the Blue Jackets won at the outdoor game, and I saw this picture and it was cool, and I had to share it. So, Wine or Rinketic, you got anything to say here about this picture?
those jerseys are sick still.
Right.
I haven't seen Elvis that happy in years.
Yeah. Yeah. Carmen, Ohio, after the Blue Jackets winning was awesome. So that was cool. Just like, when Ohio State football wins, they play Carmen, Ohio. So that was cool. And they played the Ohio State band played Carmen, Ohio. And after the Blue Jackets won. So that was cool. So, so that was cool. Now, next up, we're gonna put this up on the screen because I saw this recently and this was cool. Scott Wheeler, who writes for The Athletic, did recently. Him and Corey Proman, who also works for The Athletic, did a 40 plus players and tried to minimum it down to a 23-man roster of guys who are 25 and under. And here we have Adam Fantilli and Kirill Marchenko making the list. So that was cool. Wanted to share that there, that the Blue Jackets getting some recognition. And I thought that was cool. Next up, we're going to do some hockey jersey concepts that I have saved. And we're going to talk about that. So, first things first, we have this one right here, PGH Concepts. He's basically taken the Blue Jackets outdoor game and made it into a third jersey using the Blue Jackets third jersey colors, which I think it's pretty cool. basically. So, Wyan and Rinketic, your thoughts here?
Yeah, you gotta love that. I mean, it's kind of like their other Cannon jersey, like not the outdoor game, but like the other one.
Right.
But yeah, I think it looks good.
I don't like the colors,
That's fine.
or I don't like the yellow part. Never did with this one. Even when I have a Columbus one, and it's the third one, I think. Uh, you must have
This one? Yeah.
yes, that. No, the blue one.
This is blue.
Wait, I like the arms is like light blue one.
Okay. So you got the reverse retro. That's the good. Yeah, the good one, not the red one.
Yes, yeah, that one. Yes.
Yeah. See, that's a good one.
Yeah, the reverse one.
Yeah, reverse retro number 2. So there's that. He did a second one. So basically a white version of it's a white version using the outdoor game logos and the Blue Jackets third jersey colors, basically.
This one I like actually. Yeah, this one I think is pretty sick.
What you thinking here, Wyan?
I don't know. It looks I think the stripes don't really work that well with the white color, but maybe that's just me.
I could see why you think that there. I could definitely see why you think that. Next up, well, I have. What else do I have? Okay, we basically have a white version of the Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey. So I don't know who did this. I know. So whoever did this, you did a good job. But they basically made a white version of the Blue Jackets outdoor game jersey here. So, Rinketic and Wyan, your thoughts here?
Yeah, I think that looks a lot better than the last one.
I agree. This one looks better than the first one and the second one.
Mm-hmm.
This one I would actually like. If this was a real thing, I would actually buy it, kind of thingy.
Yeah,
So,
if this was a real thing, I'd buy it too. It's pretty cool. Then there's obviously a different concept, Boone Jenner, that one, and here we have Zach Werenski, so that's cool. Okay, let's see here. Okay, not a jersey concept, but a artist basically did. So the Arizona Coyotes, one of the big things that they were known for is that Kachina style logo. Very popular. Everyone liked it. So this guy basically did every team and basically did a Arizona Coyotes Kachina style logo for every team, and he basically made a Blue Jackets version of that, which is a Kachina style Union soldier, and I think it looks really cool here. So, Wyan, your thoughts here?
I think he kind of looks like a zombie a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it works. I think. I mean,
Yeah. Rinketic, what you thinking here?
I don't know. I ain't a big fan of it. Sorry.
That's okay. No, you don't need to apologize. That is okay. That is okay. You don't need to apologize. This is why we just throw it out there and we say, "Hey, what's your thoughts on that?" So let's see here.
Kevin,
Yeah.
what's your thoughts if they change the logo to this one tomorrow? Would you be a fan of it?
Yes, I'd like it because I've always wanted the Blue Jackets to really use their Civil War theme. I really do. And they've been much better about that in more recent years with the cannon and the Kepi, Kepi shoulder patch, cannon shoulder patch, the cannon itself and the cannon crew. And, obviously the outdoor game jersey, the cannon, and so much more. So I've really liked that. So I'd be okay with this in some hypothetical scenario if the Blue Jackets change this to a logo. So I would definitely be okay with that. So a couple more things here. So I'm going to put this up on the screen here. That let's see. So this was a video of the Blue Jackets practice before the day before the outdoor game, and I thought it was really cool, so I'm going to share it. What you thinking here? What you think about this video here, Rinketic?
No, it's pretty cool. And I think it was Cole, right? Who also streamed when there was full with people and that kind of stuff.
Oh, it was very cold that day.
I said Cole. Cole Sillinger.
Cool. Oh, Cole Sillinger.
I think he streamed it. I thought that was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the stadium series was pretty sick in general. I always enjoyed them, and I don't know why there are some people that dislike them. So,
well, from their perspective, I would say that they view, it's too many outdoor games, and it's this and that, and it's not as what it used to be. But I think a lot of that comes from because you're picking the Blackhawks 50 different times. Of course you're gonna feel that way. But here, when you pick a team like the Red Wings, who they haven't played one in a bit, and the Blue Jackets up until that their outdoor game, they've never played in one. Of course it's going to do better. And it got the best ratings for an outdoor game since 2019. And I was at the game and it was a lot of fun, and 94,000 plus were there. A sea of blue everywhere. And it was really cold that day. And I didn't care if it was really cold that day because I saw the Blue Jackets play an outdoor game at Ohio State. This is something that Blue Jackets fans have wanted for years. They have wanted for years to happen. We've hoped, we've dreamed, we've wanted this, and we finally got it. We finally got our wish, and this was just great to see. And I'm just so glad and blessed to be able to be a part of Blue Jackets history, to see the Blue Jackets play an outdoor game at Ohio State and win. And that was very cool. So that was cool. Let's see. So we're gonna put that. I know we've talked about that, but we're just using this to find something else here. Okay. I think that's. Do I have anything else here? Oh, yeah, and we'll put this up right here. So the Blue Jackets outdoor game, as I put it up on the screen, as you can see, was most watched game so far this season. 1.59 million views on ESPN. And look down here, that's the other outdoor game this past season, and compared to the Blue Jackets, it did not do very well. 920,000 people watched it, and well, when you pick the Blackhawks for like the 50th time, of course it's not going to do as well. So it's great to see the Blue Jackets outdoor game get really good TV ratings, and is that as of March 4th, 2025 is the most watched NHL game. So you have any thoughts here about this, Rinketic?
The thing over the years I heard people say like Columbus don't need this and like need a team and that kind of like weird stuff. But I felt like because we had a few bad years, and so what? All teams have like bad years, and we showed them that in general, like Columbus, it is kind of like a big franchise in general. I know like Detroit might be a bit bigger, and that's how they gain the traction, but I don't think all 1 million is like a Detroit fan. Or what was it, 1.5? Sorry, it's kind of. You muted. Kevin, you muted.
Oh, it's 1.59.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't think all 1.59 is like Detroit fans. Some are like Columbus fans and some are like Pittsburgh fans. How I saw like videos and stuff in general. I felt like there were way more Columbus fans than Detroit fans. You were there, right?
Yes, I was at the game, and there was a way more Blue Jackets fans there. It was at least 95% Blue Jackets fans. Not a lot of Detroit fans there, which most people, including myself, were very surprised by that. We thought there would be a lot more than that. But it was basically a sea of blue. I mean, look at this. You look at this crowd here, you really don't see any red here. It's all blue. It's all blue.
Exactly. That's my point. So like, I feel like Columbus, it is like an underrated hockey place, and I know we gained not fandom, but we gained a bit of news and excitement this year.
Right.
because of the bad stuff, to be honest, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
But in the end of the day, I feel like this team has like a proper good support in general.
Now, the context of this picture is the Ohio State band did Script Ohio like they normally do before every football game. This time they did Script Ohio on the ice before the Blue Jackets outdoor game, and it was really cool. So there's that. So and that's another thing too I want to talk about here is there was a concern that they might overdo the Ohio State thing, but they didn't do that. It was perfect. It was the main focus was the Blue Jackets, but then you had different ways to show support for Ohio State. Using Ohio State's band, that was cool. You know, the Script Ohio. Every time the Blue Jackets scored a goal, the Ohio State band played music. That was cool. And then obviously you got the Buckeye leaves on the field, another way to show support for Ohio State. So that was cool. So overall, it was a good way to show support for Ohio State without overdoing the Ohio State theme and putting the main focus about the Blue Jackets, putting the main focus on, you know, the Blue Jackets, because that's what it was about. Let's see here. So, let's see. We'll have to show this. This was Dean Evison. This was cool. This was Dean Evison, his reaction after like the Blue Jackets scoring the goals at the outdoor game. So I'm going to share this.
Yeah! Woo! Sir! Bring it! Yeah! Woo! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
And the CBJ chant goes up for more than 94,000.
No!
The Columbus Blue Jackets in their first outdoor game beat Detroit 5-3.
So what's your thoughts here, Rinketic, about this video?
I love he cares so much about the team. Like the thing is no disrespect to the other managers, coaches, whoever we had, but I never had a good feeling for them, except Pascal. But the issue with Pascal was he was forced to take the job.
Yeah.
And I felt like this movie Dean has experience, he cares about the team, he knows what to do. So I actually, and this was like a confirmation that he actually likes the team, properly. Yeah. And he actually has the emotions, he has the fire to keep this team going.
Right.
I'm not going to call anyone out, but I know in general, there are a few people who would just take a job because of the cash and not because of the fire and how much they care about the team.
Yeah.
What's your thought?
I love Dean Evison. He's been an awesome coach for the Blue Jackets. He's just kind of the guy we kind of needed right now. We needed a guy that can help build us up, that can help develop some talent, a guy that he's a proven coach. He knows how to win. He knows how to develop a locker room, build up the team, and he's done exactly that. There is a certain standard. There's a certain way on how Dean Evison wants the Blue Jackets to play. And they've I'd say for 99% of the season, they've done exactly just that. They've done exactly just that. They've played how they want it. The Blue Jackets have played exactly, for the most part, how Dean Evison wants them to play, and you're seeing success with it. And watching this video of him getting hyped up and excited when the Blue Jackets score a goal is awesome. It's just see that he's really invested into it. He's really excited about it. It shows that he really cares about the Blue Jackets, and it's just great to see. It really is. And I like it. This is proven to be a good move by Don Waddell and the Blue Jackets so far to pick Dean Evison as the coach for the Blue Jackets. And I just like this behind the scenes stuff that you know, like the NHL and like the Blue Jackets and whoever else is able to get, because you normally don't see this stuff, but it's cool to see this stuff. Also, the jackets that they're wearing, oh my God, those jackets are they're really good. And I've seen them in person because the Blue Jacket store was selling those and they looked really cool in person. It's just like awesome jacket, like obviously the shoulder patch on the front and then the big cannon on the back, blue with red shoulders, you know, blue with red arms. It's just awesome. I just like it. So that's cool. Let's see here. I think.
Sorry, Kevin, but I need to go in a bit.
All right. Well, do you have anything else that you want to say or promote?
Please sub to the channel. These boys do a great job. I unfortunately can't be on here much. Please sub and like. It's free. And
Well,
have a great day, all.
Yes. Well, so all right. So, any like social media, anything you want people to follow or anything?
I have like a YouTube channel, so but yeah, we're working on. We talk about games and movies and series in general. Nothing particular.
Well, what's your YouTube channel?
It's a blockbuster movies, games, and television. So lately it's been about the Daredevil series.
Cool.
So have a great day, all.
All
Thank
right.
you, Kevin.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Lawrence.
All right. Thanks for coming, Ringkadic.
Bye.
Okay, I got a couple more things to share, and then I'm going to get out of here. So, first things first, you know, like a little, I like memes, you know. So, first things first, we're going to share a little fun meme, which is this right here. So, did you beat Michigan at the shoe? Yes, Dean Evison, Urban Meyer, Jim Tressel. No, Ryan Day. I hope one day I can put Ryan Day in the yes column. I really want to do that. I really want to put Ryan Day in the yes column. But I can't do that because, unfortunately, he's lost 4 straight against Michigan. Not good. Not good. But you know what? You can do it, Ryan Day. You can will yourself to beat Michigan. You can do it. So I hope one day I can put Ryan Day in the yes column. I want you to be like Dean Evison. I want you to be like Urban Meyer and Jim Tressel and beat Michigan at the shoe. Let's see here. Got a comment. Okay. Nope. I'm not going to share that. I'm not going to put that comment up on the screen. So, nope. So, we're going to share some things and then get out of here. First things first. Please like and share and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would be greatly appreciated. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would be greatly appreciated. And let's see here. Yes. Got to share. We're going to share this video. It's free. A little more stuff from the Blue Jackets Instagram page and the day of the Blue Jackets outdoor game. So we're going to put that up on the screen. So here we go. Just what was it like that day? As you see video people walking across the bridge to get to the shoe. Of course, we had pregame festivities that day. That was a lot of fun. Get your picture with Stinger. So that's cool. Archie Griffin statue, and right in front you got Stadium Series flag, Red Wings flag, got a Stadium Series flag, Blue Jackets flag. And here we have the Gaudreau family getting off the bus and leading the Blue Jackets to the shoe. And there's the Blue Jackets getting off the bus. So that's cool, going to the shoe. And here's the pep rally before the game, which I was at, and it was awesome. It really was awesome. So OAR was there. They played music, and the Ohio State band was there, and they played music, and the Ohio State band played with OAR at the same time. And there was a lot of cool stuff and a lot of fun. And here we have the Blue Jackets themselves. They would walk up to the stage and kind of wave to everyone in the crowd and got people going, people excited, pumped up, and it was great to see. So here we have a video from the Blue Jackets Instagram page of the Blue Jackets players walking up on the stage. Different pictures of the Blue Jackets walking to the shoe, getting off the bus. Here's the Ohio State band. They were with the Blue Jackets. They played music with them while they walked to the shoe. Here we have the Blue Jackets walking to their locker room. So we have a little tribute to Johnny Gaudreau at the Blue Jackets outdoor game. You have all the Red Wings players wearing USA Johnny Gaudreau jerseys. The Blue Jackets basically wore what Johnny Gaudreau liked to wear, which was his favorite hat, which was a black hat with stars on it, a blue sweatshirt, and some black sweatpants. And as you can see right here, here is the Blue Jackets by the cannon. Let's see. And then we have the wife of Damon Severson and fiance of Zach Werenski with some cool jackets. And here we have the Blue Jackets doing a little pregame soccer at the shoe. Got Boone Jenner going out onto the little warm-ups. Yep, more soccer. I think it's Denton Matejchuk and James Van Riemsdyk. Here are Blue Jackets players throwing the football. Here we got Drew Sample of the Bengals. Hooday! At the Blue Jackets outdoor game with Jean-Luc Grandpierre. A little warm-ups before the game. This is cool. Adam Fantilli warming up. This is cool. Let's see. We got Sean Corrali taking a little drink of water before the game. We got James Van Riemsdyk in warm-ups, skating. And we got Elvis Merzlikins. He's warming up. We got Boone Jenner, Zach Werenski, Jake Christensen, and James Van Riemsdyk. And whoever that is, because it's kind of hard to tell. Got Kent Johnson in warm-ups. This was the projected lines the day of the Blue Jackets outdoor game, so that was cool. Little warm-up cam here. Got Zach Werenski, James Van Riemsdyk, giving a little something to the crowd. We got Adam Fantilli. Let's see here, Sean Corrali and Damon Severson. Who we got here? We got Damon's Jack Johnson. And there's Kent Johnson. Of course, this is cool. This was 21 Pilots after the first period. 21 Pilots had a little concert. I did not see it because I sat on my butt for like over an hour on a cold bench, which is most of the seating at Ohio State. And so I wanted to get up and just start walking around the concourse, kind of warm up and, walk around, move, because butt was kind of there, kind of sore. But 21 Pilots concert, that was pretty cool. I did hear it. It did sound cool, and I have seen the video of it on YouTube, and it was awesome. But at that moment, it sounded cool. We'll back this up. We'll turn the sound on so you can hear it. We'll play that again so you can hear that. Of course, when the Blue Jackets scored, the Ohio State band played music, so that's what you heard there is the Ohio State band playing some music. I'll play that again because that was cool. It was the crowd reaction of when Denton Matejchuk scored the goal, the first ever outdoor game goal in Blue Jackets history. final score: Blue Jackets 5, Red Wings 3. So that is cool. Do I have anything else that I want to share today? You know what? More outdoor game stuff. Let's check this out. We have Kryl a couple days before the outdoor game. Here it is. Cool. And let's see here. What else? Oh, look. And Matthew Olivier. You got an Ohio State helmet on. And headbutt soccer with the Ohio State helmet. That's funny. I like that. Boom. Oh, this is good. This is good. All right, then. Yeah. Look at that. This is cool too. Another video. We'll play this. Yeah. I just like this behind the scenes stuff. It's really cool. Let's see. Oh, this is cool. We got some pictures from the shoe. Here we have Matthew Olivier, Justin Danforth, and who is that? Let's zoom in here. I think that's Dante Fabro. Oh, Zach Wierenski, his fiance Damon Severson, and his wife. Got Kryl and his wife. Oh, look, Elvis Merzlikins and his kid. That's cool. Ooh, look at this one. This is cool. We'll back this up. A little view from the bench at the Blue Jackets outdoor game. So this is cool. What else? And let's see here. What else do we? Oh, we'll play this video from Boone Jenner. This is cool.
Hey, fifth line, it's Boone Jenner here. Just finished up practice of the shoe. doing our family skate now. Pretty special being here. Hey, fifth line, it's Boone Jenner here. Just finished up practice at the shoe. Doing our family skate now. Pretty special being here. Hey, fifth.
All right. Ooh, we had some more pictures here. That's cool. We got Adam Fantilli. Here, we'll give that a retweet. There we go. And we got Zach Wierenski and Jordan Harris, Boone Jenner. That's cool. This is funny. Elvis Merzlikins and his son taking a ride. This is cool. This is really cool. Elvis Merzlikins and his kid taking a ride. All right, so there's that. Okay. How would Blue Jackets players describe the outdoor skate at the outdoor game? Day before outdoor game. So let's, Jake, check it out.
One word. Windy. Awesome. That's all I got. Special.
Crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Fantastic.
Wobbly.
Different. One word to describe today is fire. Fire the cannon.
Electric.
Definitely not hairy. Fun. I would say nostalgic too. Yeah.
Windy.
Awesome.
One word. Windy.
Awesome.
That's all I got.
Special. Crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Fantastic.
Wobbly.
Different. One word to describe today is fire. Fire the cannon.
Electric.
Definitely not hairy. Fun. I would say nostalgic too.
I do have to say that's pretty funny though that they jokingly have an inside joke for Jordan Harris and it's Harry. So they go, Harry. Like, I think that's cool. I think that's funny.
Windy.
Awesome.
One word.
Let's see here. Do we have anything else? Well, we're just having some fun here, sharing stuff from the Blue Jackets outdoor game.
What'd you take from practice?
Wind is a factor. Ice is nice. It's gonna be fun. Right? 1, 2, 3.
What'd you take from practice?
Wind is a factor. Ice is nice. It's gonna be fun. Right? 1, 2, 3.
What'd you take from practice?
Wind is a factor. Ice is nice. It's gonna be fun. Right? 1, 2, 3.
What'd you take from practice?
Wind is a factor. Ice is nice. It's gonna be fun. Right? 1, 2, 3.
What'd you take from practice?
Okay. Music, so we're gonna back that up. This is cool. A behind the scenes video of the Blue Jackets putting on their gear for the outdoor game. That's just cool. All right. think. Ooh, let's play this video right here. Oh, music. Let's cut that out.
This the first time. Oh yeah.
Does it ever get old?
No, yeah. It's funny. Like I remember doing this the first time with a much smaller crew, and now I got kids of my own, and family of my own, and it's crazy to think.
I'll back that up. So
Yeah, this is something I'll definitely look back on very fondly.
this is a cool video. It was the day before the Blue Jackets outdoor game, and the Blue Jackets players and their respective families had a little fun, a little skate. So this was cool. This is a cool video. I think let's see, do we have anything else to share? Oh, the cannon.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Just a little. This is cool. Little video the Blue Jackets did. A little. What was it like the day of the Blue Jackets outdoor game? A little shot of the tailgates, the scene before the game. So this is cool. Play this one more time. God. Okay. 131. Let's see here. Oh, we're gonna play this video. Blue Jackets going on the bus. There's no. What else do we have? Oh, here's Matthew Olivier explaining the reasoning behind what they wore. So I'll play that.
Yeah, so basically our whole outfit is a tribute to Johnny. It's something that he would wear every day at the rink. It didn't matter if it was cold or hot out. That's how it was showing up. So he loved this kind of hat, so everyone got it. This hoodie from, I believe, close to his hometown in New Jersey. Johnny was a big hoodie guy. Loved these sweatpants that he had on. Those are champions. And then we got the Uggs to complete the outfit. Those were the big part of Johnny, who would wear them every day. So just a little bit of a tribute for him. Yeah, so basically our whole outfit is tribute.
So that's a cool video the Blue Jackets did there, having Matthew Olivier explaining why they wore what they wore. So that's cool. We have them walking into the stadiums. We got Boone Jenner, James Van Riemsdyk, Ivan Provorov, Zach Werenski, Dante Fabro. Kind of hard to tell who that is and who that is right there. But that's cool. There's Johnny Gaudreau's family. That's cool. Walking in with the players. And we got Cole Sillinger, Adam Fantilli, actual video of the Blue Jackets walking onto the stage during OAR, so that's cool. All right, let's see here. What else do we? There we go. Another video right here. The Blue Jackets players walking out onto the stage. Stuff off. That's cool. Let's see. We got anything else? There we go. The Gaudreau family walking the players into the shoe. That's cool. That's cool. Let's see. Got that. Players up on the stage. That was cool. We have a picture by the cannon, so that's cool. Yeah. Ooh, check. This is cool. Outdoor games. We got Elvis Merzlikins in the locker room. We have Zach Werenski, Dmitry Voronkov, and Denton Matejchuk. That's cool. What else? Adam Fantilli, which it's cold out. Why are you wearing shorts? But that's besides the point. Still a cool picture. Then Matejchuk, and I think that's James Van Riemsdyk. Another fun picture of soccer, so that's cool. Oh. Got Adam Fantilli and Damon Severson. Just reminiscing, looking back at the Blue Jackets outdoor game. That was just awesome. Then we got what else? Is that it? Here we go. Here we go. Got Zach Werenski. Got football. That's cool. Okay. Let's see here. I think that's it. Oh, no, we got the goodies keep on happening. This is probably going to be it, though. A little inside of the Blue Jackets locker room at the Blue Jackets outdoor game. This is cool. Yeah. Okay. Why not? We're gonna keep going. I take that back. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Walking out of the locker room. That's cool. I like this picture. We got Boone Jenner. That's cool. Oh, here we go. Walking out onto the ice. This is cool. For warm-ups. Hmm. We got. Oh, this is cool. That's cool. I did not know that the Ohio State cheerleaders were there. That's cool. Cheering them on. Oh. No. Let's see here. There it is. Nice little awesome picture here. Elvis Merzlikins leading the team out on the ice. Ivan Provorov. I think that's Matthew Olivier right there. Boone Jenner. We got Sean Corrali. Adam Fantilli. Kirill Marchenko. Oh, this is a cool picture right here. The little smoke thing going off, the Ohio State cheerleaders going on, and then the Blue Jackets going on to the ice. That's cool. This is another cool feature. Every time the Blue Jackets scored, they rolled out a cannon sticker, similar to what, Ohio State has the Buckeye leaf stickers on the helmets. They did a cannon sticker. Here, what else? Ah, yes, the Voronkov goal. What a beauty.
Yeah, it is historically bad if it.
Look at this. Boom. Goal. So good. This is a cool picture. Matthew Olivier scoring the goal. That's cool. Right after he scored the goal. That's cool. Good picture. Looking for the video the Blue Jackets posted when they won the outdoor game. Just good. That's of course, that's CBJ. The crowd is going CBJ. So check that out. That's cool. We'll do one more time. This is a cool video. It's the Blue Jackets at center ice saluting the crowd after the Blue Jackets win 5-3 in Detroit at the outdoor game, the Blue Jackets outdoor game. So that's cool. All right. This is, well, here we got Boone Jenner giving high fives to the crowd. Adam Fantilli. Ooh, all right, look at this. Adam Fantilli.
This is the coolest thing ever.
coolest thing ever. This is the coolest thing ever. This is the coolest thing ever.
We have some pictures after the Blue Jackets win at the Blue Jackets outdoor game. This is cool. Cool team picture. Saluting the crowd. Elvis Merzlikins giving a nice big hug. I think that's Matthew Olivier. Elvis Merzlikins celebrating. That's cool. All right. All right. I think we've done enough there. I think we've done enough here. I've gone over over 2 hours now. And 100 as of right now, 156 people are watching this, so that's cool. So, thank you. Thank you to everyone who is watching. Anyways, one last time before I get out of here. If you enjoyed this show, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That would be greatly appreciated. Please like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please tell your family. Please tell your friends. That would be greatly appreciated. So please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. As I always do, got to give a shout out to my awesome Uncle Doc. Good guy. I wish you were still here. Unfortunately, you're not. Big hockey fan. Love talking hockey with you, and love seeing you at family parties, family get-togethers, and Christmas and New Year's Eve and Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, and so much more. Love talking hockey with you. You're a big Blackhawks guy, but you like the Blue Jackets because of me. And I appreciate that. Thank you, Doc. Kind of wish you're still here so I could talk to you about hockey and, get your thoughts on what you think is going on with the Blackhawks right now. And I'd tell you my thoughts on what's going on with the Blue Jackets. So wish you're still here so I could still talk hockey with you. Miss you, Doc. I wish you're still here. Shout out to my awesome Uncle Doc. Thank you for everything. I wish you were still here. Thank you for everything. And of course, gotta check out Union Blue Soldiers. Check out Union Blue Soldiers. It's a fun Blue Jackets theme group that I run. We do a lot of cool stuff like marches and so much more. So here is a march video from different marches that we've had.
Let's go Jackets! 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 Let's go Jackets!
So, one last time before I get out of here. Check out Union Blue Soldiers. Check out Union Blue Soldiers. It's a fun Blue Jackets themed fan group. We do a lot of fun stuff like marches and so much more. So check out Union Blue Soldiers. Follow Union Blue Soldiers on all social media posts. Check out Union Blue Soldiers. So, want to thank everyone for watching today's show. 156 people live as of right now. It's pretty cool. Thank you. So, like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching today's show. The next show will be on Sunday, March 30th, 2025. Next show is Sunday, March 30th, 2025 at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time, talking about all the stuff, the new news of what's going on in the Blue Jackets world. Hopefully we get some games that we can talk about where the Blue Jackets win. That would be great, and I hope that happens. So please, once again, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please tell your family. Please tell your friends. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out Union Blue Soldiers. And that's it. I'm done talking. So thank you for watching today's show, and see you next time. Bye now.